Hi, Bia.
Hi,
Hello. How
Lizzie.
are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm nervous, but we got it. Let's do this. First of all, I would really like to thank you for being here. So the first topic I would like to discuss is what do you think about design? If you ever thought about it, I don't know if you used to do this kind of questions to yourself, like what is design, what do you think it means to be a designer, to design, to work as a designer?
I have a lot of professors of mine that try to define what design is, and they had different opinions. But I think, in my opinion, that design is not about making things look pretty. Not only about this. I think that design it's about designing product things to someone. And what is these things? Can be experience, can be a service, can be a graphic design or a product design. So you can choose, a design student can choose what is the things that he or she wants to work with. And you need to think about the people too, the users.
Do you remember if you realized design was such a present subject in our daily lives, or you just realized it after you entered college? Do you think you became a designer when you entered the university, or do you think you were a designer before that?
When I was in school, I didn't want to be a designer.
Really? Why?
I pretend to work with architecture. So I I do the test, but my professor in school talked about design and product design, and I think I started thinking about this, and I realized that design have a vast array of methods and areas. So I start to be more interested in design than architecture. Now I realize that I can use the tools and the methods of design to make a difference in people's life. I can work with social design, innovation, and a lot of things that I didn't understand that I could work with.
Nice. The other thing I would like to know is what do you enjoy most about being a design student or a designer when you are working on your projects? What do you think is the best thing about being a designer?
Um, I think that when I started to study design, I fell in love with the vast array of design tools and methods, and the possibility to work with different areas, and that I could choose what I identify myself with.
And do you have, which area do you think it's most like the you? What do you like more? Like, it's there in a specific area, or do you like many things about design?
So I think that it's the service design, experience design, and my in product design too. That is my graduation. But I think that if I want to choose, if I have to choose one, I think that it would be experience design.
Do you have a favorite day, until today, of course, in the design area that you remember in your heart?
I think that was when I finished my first project, my first project in my university that was in my first semester, and and it was like a book that I have to develop a concept about patterns, and I really think that I would able to do this. So I really start freaking out. So when I finished the project, I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I can be a designer. I can, because I have a lot of thoughts that it was not my profession, that be a design. But when
Really?
yeah, but
Like
when I
doubts and am I doing the right thing? Oh my
and when I
God.
finished, I was like, oh yeah, is this what I want to do for my life? And it was meaning for me. Then I keep it because I want to remember that I could able to do that.
What was the best project you worked on?
It was when I entered to Rio DESIS Lab to study with another students. I met some designers that want the same things I want for the world. Want to change things in the city to make the citizens more active in their neighborhood and make things better, and something that could make a difference in the world. So I think that it was important to me to enter in this lab. I think that it was the whole experience, like to enter in a lab, working with a group of people, and to have a responsibility to do the things, and to think in group, like the experience that I never had to work with a group of people and to design something in group.
I was wondering, what do you think is the best part and not worst, because I think it's a heavy word, but the hard part of
The hard
being
part.
a student?
I think the best part of being a student, it's like when you don't know something and you have friends around you that are students too, and they help you do something. So I think that is the environment of being study, the environment of the university. Like it's always, you're always learning something. It's not about just the area um, that you are graduation, but it's like when you're learning from other people, like you're always helping each other. I think that I like this spirit, and I think that the hard part is this feeling that when you think that you don't be able to do something. I think that it's when the teacher um, didn't support the student. They like throw the test on us, and they didn't help us to grow, to learn. So I think that is the lack of the support of the teachers.
I want to ask you, what do you think was the biggest change for you as a student, as a designer student? What do you think was the biggest change from before the coronavirus and until today? Because we are still isolated and
Yeah.
not having presential classes.
I think that the hard part is not to have a routine. Like before I wake up, then I go to the university, and then I study, and I have classes, and then go back to my home and eat and sleep. So I think that I missing this routine to now, né? And I think that routine motivates me. Like now I'm not enjoying doing the things I like. I'm always on the bad mood. And now I have these video calls that I have to be concentrated, and I have to be focused on my work. I have to be always prepared to the things, and I'm not feeling like this. I'm not feeling like when I was in my routine. I was around people that motivates me. So I think that now it's more difficult to be motivated.
Talking about your learning process, when you want to learn something new, something that you saw or something that you really like or enjoy, something exciting, and you think, oh my God, I want to know everything about it. How do you do this? How do you learn?
It depends what I want to learn. Like if I want to learn about a new tool, like how to use Photoshop, and I go to online classes. When I want to learn about a new topic, or I usually search for articles, books, and friends that this topic, and I ask for advice.
The last question is, do you have a dream as a designer? What is your dream?
That is a difficult question, but I would try to answer. I think that my dream as a designer is to really make a difference, like in the world, to change something in the world. I really never stop to think about this. What is my dream? I don't know now, but maybe in the future I came up with something that could really truly make a difference in someone's life. So I didn't know now what is exactly, but I want to feel that in my heart, that I make a difference, that I make a difference and see the difference in the people and the work that I did, that I will do that. Yeah.
So, Bia, thank you very much. I hope it didn't feel weird or uncomfortable, because it wasn't the intention at all. I just wanted to get to know you better, and I believe this will be very important for us as students, and students that belong to a network that can be more connected, and we should know each other better.